Thought I would take a minute and show you guys what this good looking material looks like here. I just loosened all this up. There's a little bit of everything in it. Got a gray color to it, which is interesting because if you work over just to here, you can see there's a red tint. This stuff seems a lot better. And as you can see, it's wedged in there pretty good, so we're gonna run some and find out. All right, here's my first clean out. I had to stop and do a clean out because every bucket I was seeing some beautiful gold in there, and then it was going bye-bye. I'm just running way too rough and way too fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up again and probably just run way slower than I need to be and see what happens. Deal with the rocks that way. Give me a sec, I'll show you where I was set up. That is where I was set up. As you can see, not exactly ideal, but not a lot of good places to set up over here. We've got Chad's box over there, got Eugene's box over here. Might as well show you the hole. Here's the hole so far. And all those rocks and all of these came out of there. It's been a busy day so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and get set up again and get some gold out of this. Sorry, I'm trying not to show the area too much. All right, I got a little bit of adjustments to do here, but this is my new setup. And the only reason I'm showing this is I was hoping you could hear it on camera. It's actually humming. Again, I don't know if it's going to be audible because it's so noisy over here. But it's going pretty decent. A little bit steep, not too shabby. Okay, not bad. We'll give her a shot. All right, let's see if this shows up. I've run about 6 of these little 2-gallon buckets here. I am carrying them from over there. I'm glad I brought them with me. I don't know if this is gonna show up. I'll give it a shot. There's some little gold in there. I don't know about the bottom. Let's take a look real quick. Alright, I figured I'd show you guys the damage here. We've hit the water table down over here, and it doesn't seem to be producing very much gold. So what we're going to do, Eugene's going to knock all these guys down and out of the way. They all appear to be sitting in the right orientation here, as if they were actually under the water. Where we were digging over here, kind of petered out. The rocks are kind of laying in, sideways and in weird places. There's a lot of jagged rock in there, and not seeing a whole lot of gold. While Eugene is knocking this side out, I'm going to go ahead and continue a little bit right here and see how it looks, because this section still actually looks relatively good. Let's see if I can get a close-up. There you go. So this top layer is mostly garbage. This layer right here is producing pretty decent, but if you look, the rocks change as you get over on this side. You start seeing a lot of jagged rock. I was pulling a lot of jagged rock out from underneath all this stuff that knocked down here. And then as you can see, they're kind of laying in a weird orientation. With the exception of this. And I plan on pulling some of this out of here and seeing what it looks like. I do see a little bit of clay in it, so I am hopeful. Before I forget, you see my gloves here. These larger boulders and a couple of these smaller ones we took from up here. And unfortunately, that seems to be garbage. So much for that. As you can see, I'm running this thing a little bit slower than I normally would. I just want to catch all this little, I don't know if you can see it or not, all this little flower gold is catching right here. A little bit in here. I don't want to lose any of it. So, I'm just dealing with the extra rocks and stuff. Classifying would be ideal, but I didn't bring anything with me, so just gotta make it work. Alright, it is getting just a tad bit dark out here. We got a couple of lights hanging in the trees. Eugene knocked this big guy right here down from up here. He's been working some of this to see what it looks like and trying to get a little bit out of here. So far, hit or miss. We haven't really found another good pay layer. And I am continuing to work this right here. I'm getting a little bit, nothing to brag about. I think I'm going to take a moment and poke down a little further just to see what that looks like. I will try to get some video. Alright, I figured I'd take a minute and see if I can spot any gold in here. Assuming there is some. Yeah, there's a little bit of blurry gold in there. Very difficult to see in this lighting. But there's a little bit in there. Cool. Let's see if I can get a little bit more. Alright, there's what Eugene's got so far. Sorry I didn't get a chance to show you what Chad had. I'm going to go ahead and do a clean out real quick and I'll show you what I got. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a clean out here. Thought I would make yet another attempt at showing what this looks like here, if there's any gold or not. And maybe it's better without the other light. Yeah, it's better. There's a little bit in there. Sorry, I'm stumbling in the dark here. And so. I do have a lot of black sand, so I'm very hopeful. We're gonna find out in a minute. Okay, this is cleanup number 2. I'm not gonna do any better than that because I got bugs trying to get into every opening in my face. But I will post a nice picture in the end here of everything. Considering I've spent most of the day moving boulders like this, not too bad, I guess. It would be really nice if we could actually find a pay streak, but there's always tomorrow. It's getting a little late here, so I think we're gonna call it a night, sit by the campfire for a little while. Good morning. It is a beautiful one. Unfortunately, I'm not going to show you any more than this because I don't want to blow up the spot, but our hole fizzled out. We ran into old diggings just about every turn, so We are going to continue sampling the bank and see if we can find another spot. And of course, if we do, I will get it on camera. Okay, so I'm back at home, and as you can imagine, we really didn't do too much digging the following day. There was just so many people at the river, it was insane. There were so many cars up there that Forestry Service was not letting anybody else up. They had the entire road blocked off. So this is what the cleanup was for the day. I'm not going to clean it up any better than this. I'll try to get a little better photo and tack it on the end, but I've got good reason for this. I haven't done too much prospecting lately, and while I was out, my friend Eugene, you might know him as Weekend Prospector, sent me a nice bag of pay dirt, and my goal is to use mercury extraction to get the gold out of the black sands. Wanted to see what you guys thought, so please feel free to chime in at the bottom. I have plenty of mercury, and what I would like to do is possibly build a retort that could be built by anyone with minimal tools and supplies you can buy at, say, Home Depot or Lowe's. So anyway, please chime in at the bottom. Let me know what you think about that, and if you made it this far in the video, you guys are the ones I want to hear from. So thanks for watching.